Okay, you can put us on the record. Okay, this is a matter of the Highland miners. I've got to dial in the father. While I'm doing that, if each of you could identify yourselves for the record.
Matt Wade, Prosecutor's Office.
Ken Hotchkiss, guardian ad litem.
Dr. McCluskey, I believe I have the mother. Miss Carroll, can you give me the case number? I can't find the petition.
1851.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Lindsay Cooling,
And
DHHS. Sorry.
As usual, my phone is acting up. It never dials the first time. It makes me dial twice.
You have reached the Carson City Correctional Facility. If you are calling from a touch-tone phone, press 1. Please dial the 7-digit phone number of the person you wish to speak with, or you may dial 0.
Wait while I transfer your call.
Well, we'll try again.
You have reached the Carson City. Please dial the 7-digit.
Carson City Correctional Facility.
Good morning. This is Judge LaFlamme. I'm trying to reach Dustin Highland for a court hearing.
All right, sir. Did they give you any extension at all?
They did, but when I dialed it, nobody answered.
Oh, okay. What was the extension?
2590325.
25. All right. Yep. Let me check for you. 1 second, sir. 1 second.
Thank you.
If this helps, Judge, listed as a...
I'm sorry,
I am a Michigan State Trooper, entrusted to keep sacred the traditions of my department.
It's called the Trooper's Pledge, the mantra of the Michigan State Police.
I will not shy from conflict.
Ivan, you broke up. Could you say that again?
I didn't break up. I just stopped talking because my client isn't listed as a respondent in this matter. So if he's not here, it's not a big deal.
Okay, hold on a minute. Hello?
Yeah, I'm going to get your litigations coordinator. They can help you hook that up. 1 second.
Okay, thank you.
Serving as a member of a
All right.
specialty unit,
Well,
such as the emergency support team.
I don't have the mother. Do we have contact information for her?
Jerome, can I help you?
Yes, this is Judge LaFlamme. I was trying to reach Dustin Highland for a court hearing.
Okay.
I think it was originally set for 8:45, but we had to move it to 10, so I'd understand if he's not available. The extension I dialed for the hearing just rang.
Okay.
Nobody picked it up.
See. Do you have the prisoner number?
Yes, I know it's here somewhere. Hold on. I know I just saw it. Yes, here it is. 486566.
Okay. I'm going to put you on hold just for a second to see if maybe he's sitting out sometimes they sit out in the waiting room or something.
Okay.
And they haven't got put in there. So I'm going to put you on hold for a minute.
Thank you.
Whether due to job layoffs,
So, Ms. Cooling, is there a phone number for the mother?
The
mother is currently in a detox program, so she's not able to participate for this hearing
struggling with
today.
financial burdens, you may
Okay.
qualify for assistance. First, contact your utility provider to learn about flexible payment plans. Second, call 211 or your local Michigan Department of Health and Human Services office to learn about state emergency relief. Lastly, to apply online, visit the My Bridges website at
So, Ms.
michigan.gov/MIBridges.
McCluskey, you said you previously represented the mother?
Are we doing Patrick, Your Honor?
Yes.
I represented Miss Patrick. I still represent Miss Patrick.
Contact the
All
Michigan
right.
Department of Civil Rights, michigan.gov/MDCR.
Ms. McCluskey was
to
just
learn
trying
more
to
about your
confuse
rights.
me.
Fair housing.
Which is,
I figure I
Which is
shouldn't be
not
the only
her.
one.
That's Shannon's job.
No, Shannon just abuses me.
Hello, sir?
Yes.
Yes. So he was not up there. I got them. They're getting him right now. If you could call back that extension in like 10 minutes, he will be there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
All right, well, he's a non-respondent, but he does have a right to participate.
Your Honor,
and he probably wants.
did you want to do Conan? Because for some reason, I thought this morning, and my guy's ready to do a plea if you wanted to get that taken care of. I believe it's scheduled for 1 o'clock or 1:30.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I didn't have that on, but as long as everyone's here and there's no objection.
He's the only
we
one who's a
can-
respondent for this petition, from what I recall.
I believe the mother is as well, but there are no new allegations as to her. The children were just removed, but I don't think there was any objection. This is where there was a guardianship that's basically been agreed upon by both parents. The only real issue I see is there's new allegations as to Mr. Kelly's client regarding substance abuse. So it would make sense to adjudicate on those bases. I don't think we need to adjudicate the mother again, though.
Okay, is Mr. Conan available?
Yes, we can give him a call that's on that petition. He's prepared to enter a plea to the positive screens and that he needs assistance with his sobriety.
I will give him a call.
Hello?
May I speak with David Conan, please?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Conan, this is Judge LaFlamme. We are in court.
Hi, Judge.
On the record. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your attorney has indicated to me that you are willing to enter a plea to the allegations against you in the amended petition. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand. You do swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Please state your full name for the record.
David Willis Cannon.
And Mr. Conan, you are the father of Jacob Conan, born December 19th of 2012?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Was Jacob located in the county of Jackson at the time the petition was filed?
Yes, sir.
If the court accepts your plea today, there will not be a trial, and you would be giving up all of the rights that you would have at a trial. Those rights include the right to a trial by a judge or by a jury, the right to have the petitioner prove the statements in the petition by a preponderance of evidence, the right to question the witnesses who testify against you, the right to give testimony on your own behalf, and the right to have witnesses subpoenaed who you believe would testify in your favor.
Okay. Can I ask you a question?
You certainly may.
Really, basically, I want to put this behind me. I want to do my best. I want to do what I have to do to get Jacob back in my custody. So if there's any way you can tell me what I need to do that today, it would be great.
Well, are we prepared to move forward with disposition as to Mr. Conan today?
Yes, Your Honor. There was an email sent maybe about an hour ago with recommendations for disposition. And I believe Mr. Kelly saw that because I think he responded to that email.
As long as I got a copy, I can pull it up. Shannon's out today.
Oh, okay. So it's
I'll pull that up.
Substance abuse assessment, random drug screens, a psychological evaluation, maintaining a safe home, and then domestic violence prevention services.
So, Mr. Conan, we will be addressing each of those shortly if I accept your plea, because we're going to do disposition today, and the order of disposition, subject to objections by your attorney, will likely contain the recommendations that were just recited by Mr. Way.
Okay. Can I say one more thing to you, sir? I'm not trying.
Go ahead.
This is Ashley Conan's phone. We got together so we could do this court thing. So she's here too. I know she had to be to court too. So.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know.
So we'll have the record reflect that she is present with you. Is she able to hear the conversation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, let me continue with the plea. I've just recited to you all of the rights that you would be giving up if I accept your plea and there's no trial. Do you understand that you will indeed be giving up all these rights if I accept your plea today?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't get a response.
Yes.
This is for Mr. Conan.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. If the court accepts your plea, the following consequences might happen. There will be continued investigation by the caseworker to see what the problems are in your home and family and how and whether they may be solved. The case could be dismissed if there's no need for further court involvement. If there are problems in your home and family that can be solved, the court could make your child a temporary ward of the court, place him with either parent, with relatives, or in foster care, and order programs and services designed to solve the problems. If the court determines you're unable to provide your child with a suitable home in a reasonable period of time, the court could terminate your parental rights, and your plea can be used as evidence in a proceeding to terminate your parental rights. Do you understand each of these potential consequences?
Yes, sir.
If your parental rights are later terminated, your obligation to support your child will continue until a court modifies or terminates that obligation, until an order of adoption is entered, or until the child is emancipated by operation of law. Appellate review is available to challenge an order of disposition following adjudication, and the challenge can include any issues leading to the disposition, including any errors in the adjudication process. If you wish to seek appellate review and cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you on appeal and to assist you in obtaining court transcripts. You may be barred from challenging the court's assumption of jurisdiction on appeal if you do not file a timely appeal of the initial dispositional order. Do you have any questions about anything I've told you so far?
No.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to enter a plea today?
No.
Are you entering this plea of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Kelly, would you please establish a factual basis for the plea?
Mr. Conan, did the Department of Health and Human Services have you participate in some drug screens?
Yes.
And did some of those drug screens that you had tested for or participated in, did you test positive for on some of them for amphetamines, methamphetamines, and fentanyl?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe that the court participating with your family or getting involved with your family can assist you in you obtaining sobriety?
Yes.
Would you like that assistance from the court?
What?
Would you like that assistance from the court?
Yeah, whatever I need to do, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing further, Judge.
Counsel, do you believe the court has complied with MCR 3.971?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
I do accept this plea. I find that it was knowingly, understandingly, and voluntarily made, and that the record supports that one or more of the statutory grounds alleged in a petition are true. I have found the email with recommendations for disposition. Complete substance abuse assessment, follow recommendations, participate in random drug screens, complete a psychological evaluation and follow the recommendations, demonstrate that you have and can maintain a safe family home, and participate in domestic violence prevention and or treatment and services.
Okay.
Any objection to those recommendations?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I will include them. I'm assuming we're already scheduled for a review hearing at some future date. Can anyone verify that for me, please?
I think there was just a review hearing last week. I wasn't present, but I assume a new one got scheduled.
January 5th, Your Honor, at 8:45.
January 5th at 8:45. Mr. Conan, all of these recommendations will be included in my order of disposition. I will tell you what I often tell parents. This is not a criminal proceeding. This is a civil proceeding. The goal of this proceeding is to address any hindrances or barriers to your child returning home. So your participation in these services and compliance with the court's orders will lead to you being reunited with your child if all goes well.
All right.
Okay. So do we have anything else on this for this afternoon?
Not on this file.
We have that.
So that. I know we've got something else scheduled for this afternoon. I just wanted to make sure I didn't have anything further to address in this file.
Did you need to talk to Ashley some more? I just wondered. I didn't know if she's right here.
The mother's a respondent on the supplemental petition only because the children were removed, Your Honor. But I think the court gave them an opportunity to object to the removal, and there was no objection. I think we needed to adjudicate the father mostly because there were no prior allegations about substance abuse.
Right, and mom was previously adjudicated, so there really isn't anything I need to do with her at this point. She already has her service recommendations in place, correct?
Right.
Okay, very good. We'll see you back in January. Good luck to both of you.
Thank you.
All right, that concludes our hearing. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Would you check the printer and see if those recommendations came through? All right, I think that's enough for Shannon to know what we did with this one. Okay, let's go back on Highland Miners, and we'll try and see if we can get Dad on the phone.
You have reached the Carson City Correctional Facility. Please dial the 7-digit.
Wait while I transfer your call.
Hello.
Hello, is this Dustin Highland?
Yes, sir, it is.
Good morning. This is Judge LaFlamme. We are on the record in the matter of your children, Haley and Dustin Jr. Purpose of the hearing today was to conduct a preliminary hearing. You are not currently a respondent on this petition, but as a parent, you're certainly entitled to participate so you know what's going on with your children.
All right.
Okay, and Mom is not available. She is in a rehab program somewhere and not able to participate. Is that correct, Ms. Cooling?
That is correct.
And I believe, well, I've forgotten. Who represents Mom?
I do, Your Honor. I just wanted to confirm, is the number that's on the petition for Ms. Patrick still the best way to reach her?
That is the correct number for Miss Patrick, yes.
That would explain why I couldn't get a hold of her before today, Your Honor. I had called and left a voicemail for a return call, but if she's in rehab, hopefully she completes that program. But I believe we can still proceed this morning.
So you feel comfortable proceeding without her presence?
Yes, Your Honor. I think you could even go so far if the court wanted to, based upon the prior adjudication, judicially noticing that for jurisdiction in this one.
I can, but I feel uncomfortable conducting an adjudication without her at least knowing that's what we're doing.
Right.
An adjudication, what does that mean, sir?
That's a trial. In this case, we anticipate there's probably not going to be a trial, but I have to make a judicial determination that it is appropriate to take jurisdiction over your children so that we can address the mother's relapse and hopefully get her to a point where she can safely parent your children.
Yes, sir.
So if she were present today, we probably could get that all taken care of today, but because she's not, and she hasn't had advance notice that we're going to do anything other than a preliminary hearing today, I think we need to schedule the matter for a pretrial and trial. Mr. Kelly, can I assume from what you've said already that you are waiving the reading of the petition and waiving probable cause?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I will set this matter for a pretrial hearing on December 1st at 8:30. Trial December 8th at 1 p.m. I will provide in my order that services may begin. Of course, those will be on a voluntary basis until an order of adjudication and disposition are entered. I'm assuming continued participation in rehabilitation services will be high on your list, Ms. Cooling?
Yes, Miss Patrick is expected to be released from the detox program today. I'm actually going to go pick her up this afternoon. And then she plans to start intensive outpatient services through Family Service and Children's Aid. So that is our number one thing for this case right now, is just for Miss Patrick to obtain and maintain her sobriety.
All right, well, it sounds like she's fully on board. uh, on a voluntary basis, and that bodes well for the future. We will see you all back here for a.
Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Your Honor, I'm just curious as to what's going on. Like, I'm completely almost in the dark. I don't know what happened.
She had a relapse, sir. She notified the agency of the relapse, and she voluntarily entered into a detoxification program.
Okay. So this is only like a one dirty drop thing?
I think it's more than a one dirty drop. I think she actually, well, I think it was more involved than that. Yes, Mr. Brown?
Okay.
Judge, I assumed that this was just a continuation of our previous case. I don't have the file here in front of me because I was just emailed this petition by your clerk. Was the previous case closed? Is this why we're heading down this route?
No.
I believe
the previous case was not closed. We were waiting until the agency could confirm that she dropped clean. She hadn't dropped in a while because of COVID and so forth, and they wanted a clean drop, even though they had recommended case closure.
So then why are we doing another adjudication? We don't need two adjudications to keep this case open. This is just a removal then.
This is a supplemental removal.
Okay.
The way we've done this in the past is the court rules call for a review hearing being held to challenge the removal, I believe.
That's kind of why do we need another adjudication and trial? And my second question is, since the case wasn't closed, even though Mr. Highland isn't a respondent on this case, I assume I'm still representing Mr. Highland.
You certainly, Mr. Highland, even though I don't normally appoint for a non-respondent, would you like Mr. Brown to continue to represent you in this matter?
Golly, I don't know what would be the best thing for everything right now.
All right. Well,
I don't know what to do.
Well, for now, I'll keep his appointment in place. I was not remembering that there was still an open petition. Let me look at that last order. What we should hold is a dispositional review hearing, not a preliminary hearing. That's how these always get scheduled, but it shouldn't be. It should have been scheduled for a dispositional review hearing.
Yep.
And in that case, Mr. Brown is right. There's no need for a pretrial or an adjudication since the case has already been adjudicated. The children are still under court jurisdiction. These two, Haley and Dustin.
A review hearing on 3rd of November.
So we do have a review hearing scheduled for November 3rd, but she's entitled to one within 14 days, I believe, of removal. It sounds like Mr. Kelly, well, wait a minute. I'm sorry, who represents Mom in this case?
I do, Your Honor, Mr. Kelly.
All right.
Yes, Mr. Kelly.
Mr. Kelly, certainly your client is entitled to a dispositional review hearing. Will that be necessary?
I think she's already engaged in whatever plan she would have, Your Honor. So maybe, I don't recall the next date, but if it is, maybe we could do an earlier one to see how she's doing in her sobriety.
The date that Tasha just told me of is November 3rd. That's not far away.
That's fine. We just keep that date.
All right, we'll keep that date in place then. So, Mr. Highland, sorry for any confusion that I created.
That's okay, sir.
We were very close to dismissing this petition, and unfortunately, we wanted to get at least one more negative screen from Ms. Highland. Instead, what happened is she got a hold of the worker and acknowledged that she had used illegal substances and went into a detox program. And on November 3rd, the court will decide what more we need to see in order to make sure that she's safe to receive placement of these children.
Could you give me
so on November 3rd? On November 3rd is the
9:50
goal.
November?
Is as long as she did good, we can get the kids back to her.
I don't know that we'll be going that fast.
Okay, so it's going to take more time again.
It's going to take more time again. We need to be assured. I mean, this is the very situation the court hopes to avoid, which is returning children home and then having to remove them. We know how difficult that is on kids, but
yeah, because I can hear how much my kids love her. You know what I mean? And this is
we don't doubt that at all. She's well bonded to them. The problem is, until she can get her addiction under control, she poses a significant danger to them.
Right. I understand.
And they're with the grand soon.
Yes, Your Honor, they are with their maternal grandparents who had previous placement. I also did want to mention, I did mail the petition to Mr. Highland on Thursday. Mr. Highland, it should be arriving to you if you have not yet received it.
No, I haven't yet.
All right, well, it should be in the mail. You should get it any day. In it will be the new petition with the specific allegations. So,
yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we need to do. We'll just I'll do an order after dispositional review hearing today instead of an order after preliminary hearing. We'll treat this as her dispositional review hearing, and then we'll have obviously the one that's already scheduled for November 3rd.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do you have the time for that hearing on the 3rd of November?
9:15.
Thank you.
All right, anything else the court needs to address today?
No,
Your Honor.
Very well, we'll see you at 1 o'clock.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Highland, have a good day.
You too, sir.
Bye-bye.